If you've ever heard the word fintech and you've been wondering what fintech is all about, what is fintech? This video is for you. In this video, I'll be telling you about fintech, giving you basic introduction and foundational knowledge about fintech, what you should know, and what fintech really is all about. Hello there, my name is Victor. Welcome to my channel. On this channel, I talk fintech, I talk money, I talk finance, and other related topics. You're welcome to my channel. If you've not subscribed and you're just joining, or this is the first time you're seeing me, kindly subscribe, put on the notification bell so you can always get good content whenever I put them up on this channel. Now, what really is fintech? Fintech has come to be something like a buzzword. Over the past couple of years, the word fintech has been very prevalent. Whenever you hear the word fintech, it's usually within the context of disruptions. The word fintech surfaces in a situation or a context that has to do with disruption. The word fintech in itself is a disruptive term. All right. Now, fintech is actually more than a buzzword. Fintech at the moment is a multi-billion-dollar industry. If you have ever paid for something online, you've transferred money via an app, you checked your bank statement online, you've raised funds online, you've sent money to someone, cross-border payments, you are already part of that industry. You have already been involved in the fintech space. So fintech includes a whole range of products, technologies, business models that are changing the financial services and the financial space globally. It refers to everything that involves cashless payments, crowdfunding, robo-advisors, virtual currencies, okay? Everything that you do online that involves payments that is non-traditional is most likely fintech. So now let's get down to it. Now, the word fintech itself is a combination of two words: financial or finances, and then technology. So these two words come together to form the word fintech. So fintech is simply the short form of financial technology. Essentially speaking, fintechs use technology to drive financial services in the financial industry and in the financial space. Put in another way, fintech companies are companies that use technology to provide financial services in the financial space. Now, companies that use fintech or whose services involve financial technology and the likes of them are predominantly driven by technology. So these companies come into the financial space and they bring state-of-the-art technology to drive efficiency in the industry. Okay, they drive efficiency in the industry, make things cheaper, make things more seamless, make financial services more customer friendly, and they improve the interface for financial services to give the customer a very good experience. Now, what they do is this: they bring technology to disrupt traditional banking and financial services. That is what fintechs do. So simply put, fintech companies come with a higher technology, state-of-the-art technology, to provide financial services that are originally provided by banks and other financial service institutions. They take their services and impute technology into them and make it cheaper, make it more customer friendly, make it more accessible, and make it a much better user friendly interface to drive efficiency, to drive productivity, and to drive profit. So we can actually say that the edge that fintech companies have is the technology that they come with into the financial space. There are different sectors that fintechs go into. You'll find fintechs in payment systems, in payment services. You find fintechs in insurance. You find fintechs in portfolio advisory services. They are not particularly typical. Okay, so they include startups, growth companies, they include banks, they include non-financial institutions, and even cross-sector firms. Okay, so you will find fintechs in the agriculture. You find fintechs in agricultural companies. Examples of fintechs range from peer-to-peer payment services such as Venmo, such as Zelle, to automated portfolio managers, to stock and cryptocurrency trading apps such as Robinhood, Binance, and the rest of them, and payment processing companies like Flutterwave. So as we speak, there are lots and lots of fintech companies out there right now providing different services in the financial sector. Now, looking back, how did fintech come into being? Okay, like I already stated, the edge that fintech companies have is technology. So they really rely primarily on technology. Now, so the technology advancement over the years gave room for fintech companies as we have them today. The truth is that there's always been technology and innovation in the financial space. From the days where exchange of goods and services were done by trade by barter, to the times where certain kinds of ornaments were used to represent values like cowries and the rest of that, to the transition to gold, silver, copper in coins and the likes of them, and then to the use of paper fiat as currencies, then to online payments, electronic monies, and now we even have cryptocurrencies. The advancement in technology has actually created the opportunity and advantage and also the leverage that fintech companies have right now. Now, before now, financial services were carried out and were provided only by traditional banks with brick and mortar structures. Okay, if you needed anything, you had to go to the bank branch or probably put a call through. However, with fintech now, you can do virtually anything from your comfort zone at the tap of your finger, right in your hand. Once you have a mobile device, you can do anything. You can transfer money, you can make your investment from wherever you are in the world. That's what fintech has helped to do. Unlike when fintech came newly, today fintechs have expanded into every nooks and crannies of the financial sector. Okay, when fintechs came newly, it was mainly in the payment sector. Okay, payment processing, receipt, remittance, and all that. However, now you can find fintechs providing services such as savings, investing, trading, crowdfunding, peer-to-peer payment, insurance. So fintechs have gone way wider than they used to be. And as a matter of fact, the spaces that fintech is entering and providing services, top-notch services with their high leveraging technology today keeps expanding. So basically, this is what fintechs really do. A fintech company comes into the financial space, picks a particular service or a particular area of financial services, and then imputes technology and drives efficiency higher and provides services for customers. So, unlike traditional banks that provide several services, financial services such as loan giving, savings, and the rest of that, most fintech companies come into the space and then start with one particular service and get very good at it, get customer satisfaction very high, and then they become specialized in those areas. If at all they even want to go into other areas, then they can begin to go into other areas. But they drive efficiency in one particular area of the financial sector or financial service, and they get well known for it. Take, for example, a fintech company may come and want to major in savings. A fintech company may come and major in payment services, making payment and remittance very, very, very easy for customers. A fintech company may also come and make investment trading very, very easy for their clients. Fintech companies may come into the investment space and then provide investment advice, investment guidance, and the rest of that in the financial space. Another fintech company may come and say, okay, all right, we want to go into insurance, and there are lots of them right now. We want to go into insurance and simply provide insurance services using technology. A fintech company may come and major in lending. As a matter of fact, there are lots of lending fintech companies right now. Even in the lending space, fintech companies have specific specializations. Some may go into mortgage, some may go into car loans, and the rest of that. Some may go into perhaps school fees, okay, school fees payments for students. The landscape for fintech penetration and operation with their technology right now is wide, and it keeps expanding and expanding. So, what are some of the advantages that fintechs have brought into play? One of the very obvious advantage that fintechs have brought into play is easy and seamless provision of financial services. Today, nobody wants to go to a bank and then join the queue that can last for several minutes or possibly hours just to access financial services. Nobody has no customers do not have that kind of patience anymore. Okay, we're in a world where technology has made lots of things very fast and easy. Now, like I said earlier, fintech has leveraged on this to make accessibility to financial services very, very easy and seamless for customers. And not just that, the fintechs have made financial services delivery faster for customers. You can move money from one part of the world to the other part of the world very, very easy in a matter of seconds. Okay, you can access loans now in a matter of just minutes. Before now, if you needed to do any of these things, you needed loans in the bank, you had to fill several forms, you had to, go through rigorous processes and all that to be able to access loans. Okay, you needed money, you had to go to the bank, but now things are different. Fintechs have made life easier for customers. Another advantage that fintechs have brought in view is the fact that financial services provided by fintech companies are now 24/7. So, because of technology does not sleep, unlike human beings who work in traditional banks. So, the services that fintech provides are available 24/7. So, you can wake up any time of the day, any hour, and access financial services. Another major advantage that fintech has brought and provided in our world globally right now is that fintech has increased financial inclusion. Research and report has it that over 2 billion people do not have access to financial services. Fintech has come to close that gap. As a matter of fact, you do not need a traditional bank account to be able to access financial services, to be able to save money, transfer money, send money, okay, or keep your money or invest your money. You do not necessarily need a bank account for that today. Fintechs have made that process very simple and seamless, even for people or customers who are not technologically savvy. They can access financial services. A very good example of that is M-Pesa in Kenya. Just with mobile operations on your phone, as long as you have a mobile phone, you can access financial services. For every advantage, there are most likely always disadvantages. So for fintech companies, there are lots of advantages to them. However, what are the challenges that come with fintech companies? One of those major challenges is privacy issues. As a result of the way fintech companies operate, they are closer to customers. They operate mostly via mobile devices, and then of course the use of the internet. They have access to a lot of data of customers. As a result of this, there could be possible cases of data breach and privacy breach. So data and privacy breach is one example of a disadvantage that comes with fintech companies. For example, you are taking a loan from a fintech company, they get your details, name, address, phone number, emails. All these are data. As individuals, you have right to data privacy. So fintech companies who do not take this into consideration may be liable for a data breach. Another challenge that comes with fintech companies is the fact that they are prone to cyber attacks. Fintech companies today are prone to cyber attacks. There are lots and lots of reports of these incidents of cyber attacks on internet companies, fintech companies, financial services, companies that provide financial services. And as a result of this, monies could be lost, data are breached. Because of the way fintech companies operate, many fintech companies operate mostly online, and so they do not have physical branches like traditional banks. As a result of this, they are highly prone to cyber attacks. So their offices, their branches, their operations are solely online, and this really opens them up to cyber attacks. What they can do, what fintech companies can do in this wise, is simply to strengthen their cyber security, invest a lot into cyber security to protect customers' funds and to protect customer data. I'm sure with this, you now have basic understanding and knowledge about what fintech companies are, what they do, and how they operate. I want you to share your thoughts. What do you think? How has been your engagement or use of fintech services and their products? How has it been for you? Kindly comment down below, and I'm going to see you in my next video. Cheers.